I gotta further my testimony and the truth about who I am as a person. And really, I don't really know who I am as a person. But I've been called rebellious, arrogant, ignorant, cowardly, foolish, rash in behavior. I've been called intelligent, emotional. You know, some of those things are true, but I don't like feeling locked in a cage, and I don't like meaningless rules, and I don't like rules being so heavily like bearing so much weight on my life. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why I left Islam. It's like, well, really, I want to just leave my parents. Like, I didn't want to be in their household anymore because it was just so overbearing. Like, I don't know. It was just kind of overbearing in a way. You know, if I wanted to pray before I went to sleep, my dad will always have a problem with it. Like, you know, very little privacy. But you know, that's just what's gonna happen if you grow up in a big family. Yeah, that's here nor there. I've been honestly, if you're a strong Muslim, it's not. There really aren't any ex-Muslims to Christian, or very few of them. Maybe there are some. I think there are some. I do think there are some. But I think it's more so like because how can you call yourself a Muslim if you're not really following all the rules? You know. And don't get it twisted. I still believe that Islam is a false religion. But it's like, how could you be lawless in one area and then try to move to a different religion, Christianity, and expect to follow its rules? Because even though Christianity doesn't necessarily have explicit rules, I think the rules are more serious than in Islam. Yeah, I think the rules are way more serious in Christianity than in Islam. 'Cause in Islam, there's there's different schools of thought, right? And there's like ends justify means. But in Islam, there's a lot of things that would be forbidden, but in a certain circumstance, they're not forbidden. But it seems like in the Bible, if anything, if something's forbidden, it's forbidden. Period. But anyway, like yeah, I was a lawless person. I want to pretty much just do whatever I want. You know, go about my feelings and whatnot. And yeah, I was an emotional person. You know, I was emotional, godless, blasphemer, an angry man, an angry person, just angry at life, angry at my parents, angry at everything about life, angry at God especially. Like, I had so many, and I still struggle with this. I had so many negative thoughts about God, and yeah, and really, like, I'm gonna spill my heart. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave anything hidden. I'm not gonna leave much hidden. I mean, I'm probably not gonna say everything about myself, but I'm gonna try to speak as much truth as I can. Or I will speak as much truth as I can. But yeah, it's like I believe. I believe in Jesus Christ. But I know that doesn't make me saved, okay? Like, I know you really have to follow him, make him the Lord of your life. You have to have the Holy Spirit be guided, through faith and all that stuff. You have to really be one with God in a sense. And I can't call myself that. And I don't think like 80 to 90% of Christians can really call themselves that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like I've been so obsessed with, destroying Islam, and it's like I need to focus on my relationship with Jesus Christ. I have to focus on my relationship with God. But at the same time, it's like I've always felt like I was a loser, and like I just never really could accomplish something great, and I had to go through crazy lengths to be a great person because part of me is very narcissistic and egotistical. I'm very egotistical. Like I can be patient with people, but if I'm like being criticized or ridiculed, like it really gets to me. I don't really like being criticized and ridiculed. I really don't like that. Especially from the opposite gender. You know, if it's from the opposite gender, if it's from uh I mean, really anyone doesn't it's not only women, but yeah, I really just don't like being criticized, and I don't like having to depend on people too much, so I don't like reach out for help a lot. But yeah, I have a lot of issues. And the thing is, I don't know if I'm willing to change it, which kind of scares me. I don't know if I'm like really willing, because in my mind, in my mind, I'm thinking that I have to take the most extreme measures to really get anywhere in life. Like that's just the way that I think. And then when I read the Bible and when I read about Christ's message, it's like, is this like a suicide mission? I hope that's not blasphemy, but you know, I'm not really. But yeah, it's like another thing that really got to me as a Muslim is like when I heard that art and drawing was, unlawful. I just couldn't take it. Like I just I just couldn't take it. I'm like, yo, I do not want to have to like give up everything that I love just because Islam says, oh, this dunya means nothing, bro. You gotta abandon everything for the sake of Allah. And then you go to the Bible and it kind of has a similar message.
Similar, not the same. Similar. You know. Yeah, abandon everything for Jesus Christ. You know, if it. So ultimately, I'm not really a religious person at all. I'm quite a. I don't want to call myself wicked, but I'm pretty sure God thinks I'm wicked. Perhaps. You know. Just, it's like Islamic heaven. It sounds so. It sounds ridiculous in a way because you have little boys that are gonna be your slaves or servants. And then you have 72 virgins and an endless penis or something like that. On the surface, it sounds nice, like oh, you're gonna have a bunch of wives in heaven. I mean, on the surface, it sounds nice, but like really, I want a deep emotional connection with a woman. Like, I genuinely want that. You know, not just any woman, of course. Like, I want her to be fairly attractive, you know. But I mean, like, attractive women are not uncommon. It's just that most don't like me. I'm just invisible to them. It's like I'm not a person that likes excess. I don't like excess. I like having the right amount of things that can get me to the right place. If that makes any sense. I like to utilize what I have to the fullest. And I mean, you can see all this. Look at all this stuff that I have. I mean, I do a lot of writing. I do some journaling, budgeting. Sometimes I'll make a schedule. I'll draw here and there. It's like I'm so addicted to my phone. I'm really rambling right now. Like I'm going all over the place, but I'm just kind of asking for some help. If anyone wants to put in the comment section their opinions on, what I should do to change my life. I tried fasting. Yeah, I try fasting almost every weekend, but I always fail. I either fast close to a day or half a day, and then I just like start binging, which is really bad according, well, I don't know if it's according to anything, but it's not really good to to binge. Of course, it's kind of that's gluttonous. It's like I always fail my fast, so it's like, I don't like being stuck in this room all day. I know I'm complaining. My life isn't bad. I know my life isn't bad. It could be much worse. And every day I try to thank God. I thank God, you know, about all that He's given me, all that He allowed me to have. I have a lot to be grateful of. Yes, that's true. But me being human and me not being, one with God, because I don't really think that I'm saved. You know, it,